Welcome in, MJ38 show, 85 deep. Matthew and Justin here for you. Like, comment, subscribe, motherfucker. We out here, 85 deep. Come on. And I ain't stopping for shit. You're gonna have to kill me. You're gonna have to kill me. That's it. That's your only option. Or get on board.
That's it. That's all you got. Sorry. Not sorry. Cope.
Sorry to come in with this heat.
I'm fucking about it, dude.
But we're coming in. It's all your fault, dog.
It's a fucking first down every time.
Nobody to blame.
And you know it's all your fault.
Nobody.
Boy, I'm mad until the records get shattered. Yep. All right.
Big Sean, Kanye West, that's an old throwback. All your fault. Dark Sky Paradise. Check it out if you haven't heard it yet. It's fucking incredible. Speaking of music, Kanye West dropped new music. Lil Wayne dropped new music. Father's Day was yesterday. We're going to drop this a week later, but either way, happy Father's Day. Positive Masculinity. I'm fucking about it. That's what this is, coming in hot with this Positive Masculinity.
Yeah.
I was thinking about masculinity today or yesterday because I was thinking about Father's Day in general.
Go off.
Just a shower thought. And it was just like, masculinity, because Pastor Ed went off, our pastor at CBC, Father's Day service, went ham. He was more, and part of what he didn't preface it, but he sprinkled it in there, this information that Father's Day is like one of the most commonly missed, least attended church holidays, or church weekends, rather. And he was like, it's just like a consistent thing. Fathers don't want to come to church. Mother's Day, people, like the mothers drag the family to church is like the trope, but then Father's Day is like the opposite. Dad wants to just chill, or wants to grill by the pool, or wants to just watch the game and have a beer, even though Father's Day is in summer. What games are on? Football or basketball?
Why wasn't there a finals game? There should have been a finals game.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's a fucking Sunday night. Come on. We're all chilling at home. Yeah. That would probably be the most viewed game. It's so funny you say that, because I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, same.
Either way, I guess they're traveling. But
oh yeah, those players are dads too.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Forgot about that. Get out there and play.
I want to watch you, son. It's on fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas for sure.
Give the families front row seats.
I'm watching that shit. Everybody's watching that shit. It's probably the most watched game.
Yeah,
just throw it on. It's like, yeah, but
Nice.
So he was just like using that sort of standpoint. But then he was saying that in regards to some of the societal trends and feelings of masculinities, like toxic masculinities, like they're like married terms now.
Sure.
It's like the word toxic and masculinity are now like married and glued together to point towards what, like manly behavior, or being whatever that is deemed. But
having
like,
backbone.
Yeah, being negative. Yeah, right. I guess, yeah. But then part of all that thinking thought tank in my own mental came to the idea of like positive masculinity, because I used that yesterday, or it's like was thinking about that term or like that idea. I think I used it actually in pre-shift on Saturday. I think Saturday I was just doing one of the prayers and just mentioned Father's Day tomorrow, whatever, all the dads. Thank God for like being like a father to us, and like for the positive masculinity. So like that was like kind of a seed that grew. And then yesterday I was thinking about it, and today, and like positive, or like I think part of what it is positive masculinity, or masculinity in general. One of the most distinct qualities of that differentiates masculine and feminine is just the like confrontation portion. Confrontation is like a masculine thing by nature. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange. But like so that's what toxic masculinity is easy to attach to confrontation in general, because fights are confrontation. They're like pain comes from confrontation. Like if there's no confrontation, there's like no pain to a degree, you know? But like the social waters are pretty still. But there is time when stories require positive confrontation to happen in order to set things more harmoniously and more right, more true, more beneficial for everyone involved. And that requires confrontation. And confrontation is masculine in nature. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. That's like what it is. Like I'm fucking like masculine and feminine. Like God made them. Like this day and night. Like it's just what the fuck is going on here. There's just energy and fucking natural inclination, or natural like game mechanics that he put into the game of life, of the Matrix, and like gave us this kind of thing to combat with, or to incorporate, to think about nuance and depth that's crazy beyond our comprehension. So like I think this is like, I was thinking about positive masculinity, and that's why it's like positive. It's important to be able to have that confrontational moment, or have that line of dialogue or have that question or be able to say to somebody like, hey, like, can I ask you something, or can I talk to you about something, or can I voice my opinions, my thoughts, or like I'm displeased in this way and I would like to try to make it like not just trying to complain or bitch, you know what I'm saying, but just like trying to have that moment of I want to set more of a even whatever harmony balance.
Well, tyranny doesn't want that.
Nah, fuck no. That's like tyranny is like the exact opposite of that.
Yeah,
it's like fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah,
and you're gonna do what I say.
Yeah,
it's like nah. So the person under the control of the tyrant, or I guess that's partially where the negative masculinity, toxic masculinity idea comes from, like being a tyrant, being a dictator.
Or we could also do other examples, like grab him by the pussy. That's toxic masculinity.
Whoa.
Sorry, rated R podcast right away.
Bring it out.
Grab him by the beep. Yeah. But yeah, I think like
right by the beep.
Like all that like gross locker room talk or like
vulgar.
The idea, not necessarily vulgarity just for vulgarity's sake, but like there's a certain brand of locker room talk where it's like, you know, you're derogatorily talking about women, or like saying like, oh yeah, women belong in the kitchen, make me a sandwich. Like that's toxic masculinity.
Big time.
Yeah, totally. Saying like I make the choices, I make the decisions, I make the money. Like that's toxic masculinity. I think that there's times where guys are like being bullies, you know, even to like other guys, and like
women can exhibit this though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. this character, or like this masculinity.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
21 Savage says it in a song. He's like, "You're my woman. Please stop acting like a bro. Stop being so savage." Like, that's the
you're a lady.
Yeah, that's like the bars. He's like trying to.
Why are you farting and burping on this shit?
He's like, why are you going off on people? Like, can you like bring femininity to the table? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're being like really aggressive.
Yeah, being more like caring and nurturing and soft and like compassionate and gentle is like just feminine. Like men can exhibit that, of course. People can have all these aspects and personality types.
No, and I'm not saying women should be pigeonholed to that.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's time when women need to be confrontational.
Yeah, the hero in the story needs to fucking fight the bad guy sometimes. And like the hero in the story also needs to like treat their love interest with like care and nurturing, and their children with love and compassion and patience. Like the hero of the story needs to do that, regardless of whoever it is.
Yes.
That's just what the fuck that story needs. You know what I'm saying?
You could even say toxic femininity would be not being confrontational with toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's an example of both. I mean, everyone exhibits these traits. Everyone has masculine and feminine traits.
Yes.
Whether you're a boy or a girl. But yeah, when we're talking about toxic masculinity, I want to just like point more arrows towards what that is. Definitely, I think tyranny, control in a sense of like neurotic control. I think like propagandistic techniques to like create the environment that you want through a method of control because you want to dominate. It's like competence dominance hierarchy, but like tilting the axes that you exist on so that you garner all of the competence and the control and the dominance.
Like, trying to fix the game, rig the game.
Yeah.
Monopolize the system.
Exactly. That's toxic masculinity.
It's like conquering.
Yeah, like Andrew Tate.
Taking over territory.
He kind of walks that line. But then like a lot of stuff he says, I don't think it comes across as toxic. He's like, tells you to work hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tells you like nobody fucking cares. Women don't fucking care, bro. They want a winner. It's like you want to be a winner, that means you have to fucking go sleepless nights. You got to do crazy shit.
Yeah, go hard.
Yeah. So but then like there's this kind of more PC soft snowflake culture that just like hates him on like presupposition alone. They hate Jordan Peterson too. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that one gets me.
Yeah.
How are you hating that guy? That's my dog. That's my diggity dig.
The hate stems from him saying that he didn't believe in. Well, it's not just that he didn't believe in it. He said like having pronouns that aren't he, she is just like untrue. Like it's just you can't just do whatever you want with language. It's like there's actually precedences where it's really dangerous to do whatever you want with language. Like this can't be legislation. It's like you're a government. Your job is to like do these amount of things, but then like catering to this movement right here is not what you're supposed to do. It's like, that's not your job.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's crazy. We're getting deep in that point.
Yeah, well, we can back off of that. But that's why that culture hates, that's their presupposition for hating Jordan Peterson, which is stupid because he's like one of the most, I don't know, positive masculine teaching people in current culture right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
Irrefutably, dog.
Oh yeah.
All ages, cross-cultural, cross-generational.
Yeah.
He's influencing, inspiring
Read
millions of
Pick
people.
up the book and read it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that you hate what he says, what he's about.
He's just going off.
Pick up that fucking book and read it.
Just watch him go off about the Bible for 12 hours, bro.
Just borderline my toxic masculinity right there.
Dude, just going nuts with it, man. But so shout out Father's Day. Fucking love you guys. If you're a dad, shout out dads. My dog over here is a first time Father's Day dad right here. Let's go. Number 1.
I haven't put in a full year yet, so it feels a little unfair.
Yeah, we're getting over 6 months. It's been 6 and change, 7 months.
Yeah, she's about to be 8 months old.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so as of today, she's 8 months old.
Like
today.
16, let's go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's go.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, I feel bad. There's dads that have been doing this 40 years, 30 years, 20 years.
No, but
They're deep. I qualify.
They definitely, yeah. I think those dads are like, welcome in, man. Here's a brew.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's cool.
Absolutely.
I really just served my dad on Father's Day. Got my sister, got my baby. Drove up to go see my dad to give him a good Father's Day. I'd just be a servant
and his
dog.
and his little grandbaby.
What I was thinking in my mind, I was like,
Dad, granddad. He's on Granddad Day now.
oh, we had dadception over there. For sure.
Do.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's tight.
My
Yeah, that's
baby's
his
in
first
a-
Granddad Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My baby's in a weird phase where she doesn't want to hang out with anybody but me. So I feel kind of bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty natural.
I guess so. I'm like, these people love you too. I see you all the time, baby. Just hang out with them. She's like,
I don't wanna. Oh, man.
yeah, sometimes she's crying, and sometimes she's like crying. Like,
Okay.
she's like heartbroken.
Oh, no.
Like she's like her eyes well up, and she's like, why? And then she like cries like real tears, like big tears flowing down her face. It's not like a baby like, wah!
I'm hungry. I just shit myself.
No, she's like heartbroken baby.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me.
Father,
I loved you.
yeah.
That level of depth of emotion.
She's like, I don't feel safe here.
Yeah.
It's new. I'm uncertain. You're my only beacon of
Consistency.
yeah, exactly.
The only thing I know.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
8-month-old baby.
yeah, sometimes I gotta do stuff that she doesn't understand.
Well, yeah. Fuck yeah. It's going to happen. That's going to be the case for a long time.
That's definitely one of the things that I've like predicated.
Until she's like 30.
That's a dangerous thing, you know, because I think people will say to themselves like, oh, I just got to do stuff that they don't understand. But it's like, well, like there's a line there somewhere, you know. But like when I have to give her shots, she's not gonna understand that.
No.
She's gonna hate it. When I gotta clean her nose out, she doesn't understand that. She hates it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you to your grandma. Now I'm gonna like walk away for a little bit. You're not gonna understand that, but like I need you to be okay with that, you know.
Yeah.
But I think there's other times where you get like tyrannical figures that are doing things that, like, you can say politicians even. You can say Anthony Fauci. It's like they don't understand it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. As far as, yeah. That's definitely a mindset in regards to like the political, government controlled, like even like your family household. Yeah. In regards to the children, like how, like the people are the children and like the people in charge, quote unquote, are the adults or the government officials or the president or the kings or the dads, moms. The ones who call the shots.
Yeah.
It's like, it's definitely what's going on. Or like, it's a very, you could see the mirror, you know, you can see the mirror. Because there definitely is like a Santa Claus, fucking tooth fairy aspect to childhood and like the ability to abstract maybe and also to try and teach and enforce rules and to, because they're not going to understand the rules. They're not going to understand the things that I'm trying to enforce on them. Or like, yeah, even when they're that young, she's able to recognize like, I know you. Where you going? What the fuck? Where you going?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
even at that young,
yeah.
we're able to determine or like ingest information and like make sense of it in our mind and like, I guess,
some level.
think of what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's like, I think this is happening based on what I'm interpreting here. And like, we cling on to that thing. We're like, no, this is what's happening. What the fuck? Where you going? And then also, but like, so from a child perspective, they don't really have literally their brains developed quite yet. And they don't have experienced enough life to really know, have wisdom, even like, I don't even know when you get wisdom officially, you know, when you're like a wise person.
Yeah.
There's no end to it. You're always learning.
No, sometimes wisdom skips.
Sometimes you never get
years.
it. Or some people never get it.
Or what was I going to say? Sometimes young people gain wisdom that they shouldn't have. Some people get old and they don't have wisdom that it's like, what?
How'd you make it through without it?
Yeah.
Type shit.
But yeah, all that to say,
But yeah, there are some things that you're gonna have to do that the kids don't know about
Totally.
or don't understand fully.
Yeah.
And that's just like the nature of the beast, I think, to a degree, for sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then, the waters get a little muddy when you're talking about the people who are in control. But now they're not mom and dad. Now they're the fucking king,
Right.
and his court, and they're going to determine how you live life and how your parents deal with work and how your neighbors treat their fucking milkman and all that shit.
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yep. It's a dangerous.
Yeah, just do this. Fuck them. They don't need to know about this. Oh, how much of those conversations are happening?
A lot, dude.
That's why all these conspiracy theories exist, quote unquote.
A lot of them are true.
It's because of that simple truth that we just touched on, which is like there is a parental relationship as far as what's going on with the people in control and who's being controlled. What that even means, like who to be in control, like what you're steering the fucking ship. You're just steering the ship that we're all on. You're fucking Moses. You're Noah. You're the king. You're the whatever, the one who determines reality, or the one whose judgment determines what actions we take or don't take, and then those actions and inactions will result in the reality we're living in. So if you're the one who's in control of that, like you can't. How much do you tell your kids?
I don't know. I think it's just
the people who aren't in control. You need to be as honest as you need to be, as you can be.
Yeah.
Because is there instances where telling kids the truth is like not the right thing to do?
Like Santa Claus.
That's definitely a thing for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But like
stories, fairy tales.
I don't think so. I think that's just like you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them.
Yeah. I think, well, maybe also at the very least, there's never really an instance where you should be like just straight up lying and maintaining a lie to your kids for a long time or forever. Maybe at young ages, yeah. But like I think maybe that eventually gets to the point where you're saying, like, well, we'll talk about this when you get older, whenever you can like understand it. When you're like 25, or like whenever you're to the point to where you can like bear the load of this. This is a heavy bar right here, kid. I got bars on you, dog. I'm not just gonna throw 315 on your back. Yeah, true. Like you gotta build up to that. I think a little bit.
I mean, can you put it into a kindergartner's perception? Like I lost my job. You want to tell your kid that? You know what I'm saying? I got fired. I got laid off because the economy's not great and we're downsizing. So how do you explain that to a kid?
Yeah, right.
But like
they literally just want to understand it.
Right. But I think you could.
You can try to break it down though.
Yeah, and you should not tell a lie.
Yeah.
That's like. But if your kids walk in on you and mom having some
National Geographic shit, dog,
bedroom playground time, like you're probably not gonna just like explain that out, right? It's like, well,
no. Yeah, no, for sure.
So like,
this is a conversation we need to have at a later date.
Yeah. But I think like as honest as you can be, right? It's like I can't tell you about that. Like you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? There's probably times when that goes on.
For sure.
I don't know.
The blatant lie, though.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's a little off. It's a little off. I don't know. We'll see how life plays out.
I just know it to be true. You just shouldn't lie
to
anybody ever. Like, I'm not going to lie to Demi. I'm not. Like, I'll definitely be careful with her innocence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, like, throw shit on her she doesn't need to have. Mm-hmm. But if she asks me about something, it's like, that's also part of, like, what I think a good parent brings to the table is you can help your children like grow up and like understand things and be smart. Like their life is entangled into your life. So what you go through is what they're going through. And that's like, in my opinion, that's God's plan for their life. So they're supposed to learn some shit that I'm going through so that they can like experience it, Mm-hmm. Like my dad did get laid off when I was like 10-ish. And like, I remember that, And then like my parents got divorced, like learned about that. I also learned about like all the shit in between, you know what I'm saying? Not just the shitty stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
working hard or whatever other kind of values you're trying to instill.
Like whatever you're doing, I'm trying to think about like, I don't know, like even just my dad getting a new car. It's like explaining like, oh, I got this new job, so I have like more money than I used to have, and I always wanted this car. So like before I used to drive cars that I didn't necessarily want to drive, or I liked them, but like this is the car I always wanted. So now I'm like, this is why I got this car. Like just explaining stuff to me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like I think that that's important to your kids. I don't think you should just be like, don't ask questions. Get in the fucking car. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all, dog.
No,
not at all, bro. Yeah, I think I was thinking about, okay, so that's something
that's transparency. That's what I'm talking about. I think transparency is important.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, yeah.
Like, clicked in my head.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I think that's kind of what we were hinting towards. Fully transparent, but not always kind of over revealing. So I guess is that how the government should treat us as well? Right? Right?
So
Come on, we can fucking take it. Tell me about the aliens, dog.
Yeah, they think we can't take it.
I can take that shit.
That's like the highest level of.
Because I'm just going through life anyway. What the fuck are we gonna do? And unless this information is gonna be like, all right, there are aliens, and because of this, we need to take precautions A through G. It's like, oh fuck. Okay, so now my life is literally different now, and I have to like do these fucking things we're trying to do here. Life is completely changed, or our aim, our trajectory of what we thought was normal day-to-day activity. No more day-to-day normal shit. We got aliens at the forefront. So maybe, I think that's an option. But I think I could just take it. I think we'll be fine. I'm not sure because it's happening. If it is going on right now, if there are aliens, hypothetically, I don't know. Yes or no? Never really seen them. If it's going on right now.
I just think
it's been going on.
Yeah.
And like life's been going on the whole time since then, since the 60s, since zero,
Listen,
since before
aliens-
zero. We've been going on. We've been moving. We'll be okay.
Unless the aliens specifically were like,
Unless
yo,
unless it's something else.
do not fucking tell them that we're here. Like, we will nuke you if you tell them that we're here. Do
Ooh.
not spread that shit en masse. Like, if they said that, I guess I would get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Otherwise, just like they would have told Joe Rogan by now, he would have told us. I'm sure if anybody would know, he would know, and if he would know, I would know. But I don't think there's any justification for a lack of transparency.
Yes.
I don't think you could really bring one that is truly justified. I think it's selfish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's motivated by a spirit of control, and you don't. And it's just like leadership and control are two different things. It's like I don't think that's like what is. Let's think about it in the family aspect. It's like you need control, right? Like control would be like we're doing what I plan to do with relative respect to everybody else's ongoing life. It's like I planned on picking the kids up, taking them to soccer practice, stopping at Chili's on the way home, and then stopping at Barnes & Noble's on the way home from Chili's, and then getting home and getting the kids in bed by 11. It's like, that was the plan. It's a good plan. Checks all the boxes. It's like, I think control would be like, do we act in a way where we execute the plan? It's like, I don't really need to be like, putting your shoes on and like pushing you out the door, but like, if we're running 10 minutes late, I gotta be like, hey, my friend, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out the door. Let's go. Like, what do you need? Let me help you. Like, I think that's like positive control, I guess. Like maintaining the situation. Let's say like something really bad happens, right? Like someone breaks their leg at soccer practice.
Oh.
It's like control would be like not panicking. It's like getting them, okay, let's go to the hospital. We're going to the hospital.
Yeah, what needs to be done and execute what needs to be done. Don't be panicked or overwhelmed emotionally with the situation or the reality of a broken leg or the disgusting nature of it or like the squeamish, whatever.
Yeah.
The blood, the bone sticking out. It's like, okay, I need to take control here.
Exactly.
Or like emotion's going to control me.
Yes, 100%.
It's like you're in panic mode or not.
No, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's tight.
I think the other example that comes to my mind is like the last finals game, game 4, when the Pacers were like kind of winning, but then Shai like took control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, hold on. I know what to do here. I know what's going on here. We're not playing well. It's like, you're run through me and I'm going to like elevate us into the lead. It's like, just follow my lead, basically. I think it's kind of what he like said. And then he started executing what he thought was best. And then they ended up winning. And then that's like, that's right on the line. It's like, luckily he was right. And all of his teammates agreed in post, oh, he was right. I'm happy to have followed his lead. I think it's easy to say like, okay, things aren't going the way I want them to go, so I'm going to take control here, and y'all are all going to follow my lead. It's like, is everybody going to agree to that? You know what I'm saying? Is everybody going to say like, oh yeah, I'm happy that they did that? Because if not, then I don't think you should. That's like the not good side of control, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And being a tyrant, easy to fall prey to that.
Yeah, like Kobe Bryant,
Power.
right on the line sometimes.
Right. But yeah, if they're right though, that's the other thing. If they have a track record of like consistently doing the thing,
right?
If like when they take control, the thing gets done. You know, it's like people in companies. It's like when this guy's on the lead on the project comes in on time and it looks good. When this person's the lead on the project, it's a little bit late and it's a little bit choppy.
Right.
Or whatever. Whoever's leading the presentation, whoever's taking control.
Right. Right.
Do they do the thing? Do they have a track record of doing the thing? Competence?
I think people will lie about their track record.
Oh, fuck yeah, dog. I'm lying about that shit all day.
Not you.
Not me, but
but yeah.
Average Joe on a resume all day with it, dog.
Goodness,
I was there for 4 years. I was the go-to guy.
They fucking loved me.
They
They're so sad about that. They're in shambles without me.
I remember thinking about that in regards to doing interviews with people. And I was like, oh, they're going to fucking lie to me right now. It's like, tell me about your work experience. How was your last job? What would they say about you?
Yeah, like we know people that you think what we saw of them at work, they went and told their next employer they were like that. Like, absolutely not.
Oh, God, no.
I'm a real people person. Our friend Connor.
Yeah, we're like asking them, it's like, why did you, it's like, you're currently employed, not employed? Like, oh, yeah, like, I'm still currently employed. Or either way, not employed. It's like, okay, like, why did you leave, or why are you looking to leave this place you currently are at? You know, you have a current story going on. You have a wake up, do this thing scheduled for your life right now to combat the ever-present danger of hunger to death. And we all got to deal with that shit. So why are you looking to change that right now? I know it's bullshit. 90% of the answer is bullshit, dog. 90%. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to maybe get into a different career field, or maybe I'm trying to get back into serving, or maybe I'm in a transitionary period with school right now, or maybe I wasn't really getting along with my coworkers on my previous employment or my management, and then I really butted heads on a particular issue. 90% of that shit's bullshit. It's like, at least I think so. Most of the time.
What do you think it really is?
They got fired. Or they fucking no-call, no-show too many times. Or they fucking... That's probably it. Or they still like it.
Yeah.
They making money.
Yeah.
That's another potential issue.
Yeah, I feel you. I think people definitely play up what their role was, what they were good at, how much value they added to the mix. And there's some people that you just watch them play, bro. You're like, oh, this guy's a killer. Like, whatever Julian says at his interviews, I doubt he lies. But he's actually competent. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. When I take control, the thing gets done. So I don't really worry about what the fuck the thing is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yes, it's a slippery slope. I think who was it? I want to say it was Jay Shetty. It was years ago though, but he was just talking about. I don't even know why they were talking about it, but a statistic came up in regards to people. Resume, like accuracy. And I'm not sure how the study was conducted, but I guess apparently, as per Jay Shetty, study conducted, there was like, I want to say it was like 60+% of resumes were like exaggerated, or people self-admittedly said that they weren't 100% truthful on the resume, like to the I and T.
Right.
So that's just like the natural inclination. More than half of these motherfuckers. And like, I'm sure that's going to be reflected. They got to have like that lie backed up for the, like, here's the resume. And then I got to have the interview to like support the resume. So like, I got to like memorize those lies pretty much and play them up a little bit. It's like, it's a rough reality we're all living in here. I get the temptation, of course. Obviously it makes sense. Like, why doesn't everyone do that? Like, why doesn't everyone just like, try to bolster up their competence? Because then whenever it's the fourth fucking quarter and we give you the ball and you miss for the 8th time, I'm going to get a little upset. We're going to get a little upset with you.
Eventually, right? God damn.
You're not going to get the ball anymore.
Happen,
you might not be on the team anymore.
Yeah.
You might need to find a new profession, a new career field in general. Go play fucking field hockey or something. Go shot put.
Something.
Go throw a javelin.
You're not a quarterback, goddamn.
You're not on this team.
Not my quarterback.
Not on this team.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
So that's the consequence. That's why, I guess, why not lie? It's like, well,
eventually,
if the lie is kind of like a fucking house of cards. It's like it's just it looks nice, but it's like not solid. It's not solid. It's not a rock. It's not a foundation. If you put weight on it, if you bear a load, it's gonna collapse. It's like, yeah, I'm really good at X, Y, and Z. I'm the fucking, when I take control, we get the shit done. I could take 4 table section, no problem. I could take a 15 top by myself, no problem. And then we give you a 12 top by yourself, and then you fucking shit the bed. It's like, oh no. Oh no, papa. There's real negative consequences to lying, or I guess bolstering up the story of your interview and shit.
Yeah. There's something to it, like life wants to prove you right. So if you tell the truth, that's great, because it's going to prove you right. It's like, but if you lied and wants to prove you right, and it gives you the opportunity to prove you right, then you like crumble. It's like, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's something about there's an exterior force pressing on your narrative.
Yeah,
and
life itself.
Yeah, if you tell the truth, then I feel like life is like working with you. But if you tell lies, life is working against you. It's like, do you want to have that going on all the time? It's like a lot of pressure to be getting manned up full court defense by life. Whereas it could be your postman that's Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Shaq in his prime.
Yeah, it's a different like relationship you have with life at that point. I think that's the thing that makes being honest the most valuable, or the most valuable part of being honest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just the swing of like the way you walk. Instead of walking afraid that you're gonna get called out all the time, it's like life works with you because you were honest. You tell someone like, I want to be at the point where I can take a 15 top by myself. Like I'm a hard worker. I have a lot of effort. I really focus and I learn fast. It's like, okay, cool. Like we can work with that. We can get you there.
We'll coach you up.
Right. Versus if you just say you can do it when you can't do it. It's like now that's two different people that have to like go forward in their own life. Now you're like, oh God, if they give me a 15 top, I'm fucked. Whereas like if they like, I told you I couldn't do that. I told you I'm willing to learn, but you got to teach me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like vindicated, justified. Now it's on leadership and it's not on you. Versus like it's on you, not on leadership if you said you could do it.
Yes. Yeah, dog. I guess all that we were just talking about control, right? Just talking about taking control.
Yeah. What is
being transparent?
Control. What does a controlling person look like? What does it like to take control?
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Too much control.
Yeah, that can be dangerous. Power.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. But one thing I was remembering mentioning, or that I forget exactly what you had mentioned, but it popped in my mind. I think you were talking about like your dad, or Father's Day, your dad being the first grandfather's day, and then you're talking about being transparent with Demi, like growing up later on, and that just reminded me of it was an older sermon, older church service a couple of weeks ago, but it was the one where it was not Pastor Ed. It was 3 different people. It was Mo and the other 2 guys, and the middle guy was just talking about like being like family lineage, like planting trees and sitting under shades, sitting under the shade of trees that you did not plant, and like planting gardens that you're not going to get to see, like legacy type vibes. And then that was just like that combination with what you were just talking about reminded me of a conversation that we had, me and my wife, just talking about, I guess, like grandfathers and like grandparents, and just like the idea of communicating with your kids and grandkids and like your family. It was just like, I don't know. I was just thinking about that, what his sentiment was as far as like a dynasty, lineage, things getting passed down generation to generation, why Joshua left like the 12 stones in the Jordan River type shit, like so we remember we fucking got part of the way for us, and like we did that shit, and like all of that was just in this conversation. I was telling her like, man, it's really important. That just gave me I felt the gravity and depth of the importance of talking to your kids and like having communication with your family, especially your kids and your parents, your mom and your dad, and then your however many kids you have, all of them. Like that is an important line. And then also to have the grandkids, like you talk to your grandkids, like whenever Demi has kids, like talk to them. Like it's going to be super important, because I was just thinking about that particular ancestral line of like direct ancestral line, like your people who brought you into this world and the people you brought into this world and who they brought into this world, like that connection of communication and relationship is like what we are built on. And like if we don't take care of that, if we don't cherish that, like our story that we are living is not going to be maybe like true per se, or maybe like even to the fullest flourishing that it could be. If like, because like for example, like I don't really have, like my grandpa already passed away, and then like my dad passed away, so I don't really have like a direct ancestral line backwards for like my masculine family. You know what I'm saying? They're like, where, like, how did they interpret life itself? Like, what did they think about God? Like, have they ever been, what's your like belief in what's happening here? What is this? What is this thing that's happening right now? How do you cope with that? Like, we all are needing a place to sleep. Like, we all need to sleep. We all need to eat and drink water. Like, those are just 3 ever-present, pressing, like, pressure points that are on all of us all the time. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, what's going on? Like, what do you think about those things? Like, what do you think about, like, God? How do you manifest, or whatever? And now I have more articulation, because like when you're a kid, you could have a relationship, but you can't be that depth and that Johnny Depp in this bitch, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be, so I was just thinking about the importance of how crazy it is to talk to your grandparents and talk to your kids about those types of things, particularly like your relationship with God and like what brought you here, your faith walk, how you interpret the matrix of reality, how you should interface with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, just try to like fucking build up that fucking DNA. It's where that idea for that show comes from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The descendants, because like it would go from like your great grandfather, and like all that shit, just like the downward flow of all that information and experience and stress and struggle and pain and joy and love and laughter. and success and failure. It's like all that shit's important and influential to your interpretation of fucking how to play a game, how to play life.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got lucky growing up.
Father's Day, man.
My dad would, like, there was a while where it was just me and my dad living together, and he would like conduct business, like was a pastor of a church. It's like a lot of phone calls, a lot of stuff, a lot of meetings. But like he would just let me stay in the room or let me stay in the car and just like leave the phone on like the car phone. But he would just be like, you can't tell anybody about the stuff that I do for work. But like I'll let you be like a fly on the wall for all the things that I do for work so that you can learn from me. But like just we have to have like a covenant almost that you won't like betray that trust.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Just like shout out on a call when he's on.
Yeah, right. Penis.
Like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
How old were you? Like 10?
Yeah, like 10 to 20 basically.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot. Like I learned like a lot. And I felt like that was lucky. Like some dads could have been like office, close the door. Keep that door closed.
Yeah. Completely separate those parts of life.
Yeah, right. But it was on one hand easier for my dad to just like have me there because then he could like watch me and work.
And you're already there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it was also cool for me because I was learning a lot, you know? Like people
This communication.
Yeah, like what people's problems and like I guess communication is a lot of it. Like how people talked about their problems.
Yeah.
Then how to talk to people about their problems. And then like when that phone call hangs up to like hear the actual feelings about my dad
Like like the behind the scenes of the director's cut.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, that was a bad one. That was rough. That was rough.
Exactly. So I felt like I learned like a whole lot. And plus it would be like, okay, we're going to do a sermon about this because I'm trying to communicate this. I'm trying to communicate this. And then you like go watch the sermon and then afterwards be like, yeah, I didn't do this part right. Or like I did this part really well, but I want to do this part better. So like getting to see all the film all the time, I was like, just felt like I was learning a lot. And I feel like that transparency was like good for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I could have just been like, playing with an iPad or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was playing Call of Duty all the time. I don't want to act like I wasn't, but yeah, I think maybe that's why the idea of transparency for me is like, you should be able to develop a relationship where transparency isn't abused. It's like that's I think sometimes the leader is too afraid of the transparency being abused to make themselves vulnerable enough for the abuse. And I think we do that probably in a lot of people do that in a lot of relationships.
Can I say that again? Or what how so?
Like if even
abusing the transparency?
Yeah. Well, even just from relationships, like to tell someone how you really feel makes you vulnerable, and then the person can like abuse that trust that you like extended by being vulnerable. They can just go tell someone else like this guy's a pussy, or like they can like use that against you later to manipulate you to get what they want. Or when they're angry or upset with you, they can like press that button that you exposed.
God, yeah, that's what you're saying.
But like, I think, and transparency wise, like to say like, here's why I'm doing this process. It's because X, Y, Z. I don't really want this to happen, so I don't really want to like go into too much detail about this part of the plan because I think people are going to get riled up. So like, let's focus on these points over here. And then like the person that heard that could say, okay, and then walk out the door and then go expose the exact parts that he told them like not to expose and like
keep it on the DL.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, fucking tweet that out right
tweeting
now.
it right now. Yeah, exactly. And I think some people like that's why.
Okay.
That's why it's. Oh, this is where I was going to go, but that sounded poignant. I want to hear that too.
No. I think or just like the abuse of the transparency leading to what you were going to say.
Well, that's why I think it's so important to. It's like, how do you negate that from happening? It's like this fear would make me coddle up and take more control and be a little more toxic with my control. It's like you gotta be. First of all, that's why being honest is so important, but also like push for that godly way of being, for that positive masculinity. Like vulnerability is strength. It's like, I understand the temptation to not be vulnerable. So even though I get burned, I'm still going to try to be transparent and vulnerable and loving and forgiving because that's a better way to do it. Even when I do get burned, that's a better way to do it.
Because it's not a flaw with the thinking or the methodology. It's more just like people suck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that motherfucker just sucks. But like this is being fully transparent and is better even if you're burned.
Yes, and you should keep pushing
for that.
It's not
flawed. That is a flaw in it, I guess, right? Is it's kind of what we're pointing to, but it's just like is better than not.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like forgiveness can be abused, but does that mean I should stop forgiving?
Yeah.
No. I want to be forgiven too. I don't want to turn into a coil up into a little centipede, like, oh, I'm closed off now. And then this person closes off, and now we're all closed off. It's like true leadership is saying, nope, that's not right. Even if I have to get burned so that we can strive towards the ideal that's better for everybody, like burn me first. Like I'm the leader, I'm the one that's in control, so I should take the burning. And then let's like continue to strive towards the ideal. But I think that some people in the leadership or in the control want to maintain the power or the control so bad that they do veer away from the ideal, or they have a different ideal that's less objectively good. Yeah,
especially if it means that if their version or their alternative option to the ideal results in more control, or at least maintaining the same level of control, then like they'd much rather go that way.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Fucked up.
That's not right.
That's toxic masculinity.
It's not gonna end well either, dog.
That's
like, read the Bible, dig. Like, this is fucking gonna burn you, dog.
Yeah.
Old Testament ain't fucking playing, bro. They ain't fucking playing, bro.
Yeah, facts. Old Testament don't play.
Nah, dog.
But even
crazy.
Jesus didn't play either, dude.
Nah, bro.
Jesus got wrecked, dude.
I was thinking about that yesterday. Like, Old Testament ain't fucking playing, but like the New Testament is definitely different. It's more grace and love and forgiveness and repentance based. But the ending, Revelations, it's like, oh, there's Old Testament God again. There he comes. it's coming, boy.
That's deep.
He's not fucking playing, dog.
Yeah.
Like people's getting killed for just like fucking up, like quote unquote accidentally. Like you just lose your sons, like boop, dead.
Yeah, that's Old Testament for sure.
Earth will just eat them up, literally. This is like fucking the ground splits and it's like, and they're gone. It's like, yo, you gotta be careful.
I think that was the guy that was trying to get to Jesus. That's the thing. It's like God had to get to Jesus. I think whenever Jesus is trying to explain like the ways in which my Father works, might not always make sense to you. It's like he's like, yeah, he had to get to me, dog. Like, no matter what, this had to happen. So it's like, though, no matter what, it was kind of dependent on you guys. It's like, you guys didn't do a good enough job evangelizing. Well, a lot of people died because of that. So you guys wanted to live in sin. Well, a lot of you got to die for that, because like we got to get to me, and then I'm going to create the pathway to heaven, and that has to happen no matter what.
Yeah.
And then now that that's happened, there's a little more grace for everybody until we're ready to go to heaven. And then it's like, no matter what, the truly evangelized people will go to heaven. And it's going to be pretty wild because there's a spiritual war going on here.
There's a war going on, dog. And there's, because the war we're talking about is a substructure underneath everything that we talk about up here. You know what I'm saying? And right now we were just talking about fatherhood, masculinity, toxic masculinity, taking control, too much control, transparency, the fear of transparency so you could lose your control. But it's like ultimately not going to end well for you because there's a fucking war going on, and that's just like the wrong axiom to build your house on. Yep. It's like, I'm going to maintain control. I want to be the one in charge. I want to be the one who's calling the shots. I think that those people are kind of crazy. Like, who wants to be the president really? Or who wants to be the king? Game of Thrones has a good allusion to this.
There's two people. The psychopath and then Bran.
Yeah, or fucking Jon Snow. You know?
There it is, yeah. Because like I guess Bran truly doesn't want to.
He has no desire.
No desire to, right?
He has no desire. He doesn't even exist.
You're right.
Bran is dead.
No, it's Jon Snow and it's fucking
Jon Snow and like fucking Joffrey or who's like Cersei or
Cersei was the one I was gonna think of. She's like covets the control, whereas Jon Snow covets virtue.
Yeah, and she's a prime example, season 1 of manipulate the narrative at any cost to maintain control.
Yes.
That's what the show is based on to a degree.
Yes.
It's like Joffrey's not the king. It's like, I know that. And I don't give a fuck. Like this little piece of paper, this little piece of paper, fuck your paper, dog. Like dude. I got the soldiers with me.
Oh no.
But that doesn't end well for you, bruh. It's not gonna end well.
And when I watch Game of Thrones and then person X watches Game of Thrones and then we're both like, you like Game of Thrones? I'm like, I love Game of Thrones, man. It's a good show. It's one of the best. It's like those mean different things.
Okay.
We're not saying the same exact thing. Because it's like the idea of Jon Snow gets me fucking rock hard, dude.
Whoa. Right past the chub. Halfback dive to chub for 6, dog.
But like, okay, what I mean when I say that is like the idea of someone who
the hero. He's like the true hero.
Yeah, like he's doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
He's doing it because the alternative is death. He's doing it because there's true tyranny that's fucking people.
And true evil that is on its way if we don't, and true evil that's on its way and will put us out. It'll end us. We will lose everything. We will lose existence itself if we don't band together and say, fuck all these divisive lines that we got going on. Oh,
spooky vibes, yo.
Fuck the divisive lines, Doug. But it was fucking great show. But yeah, I guess because we were talking about people who want control.
Yeah,
it's the people who want to manipulate the narrative and have the fucking power, who want to be able to hold on to the thing and say what happens. I guess ultimately why, to like protect themselves to a degree and like to never face any negative consequence is partially probably what
because being
aids in that.
The rich king is way better than being the fucking shop merchant
the
on
villager.
The town square. Yeah,
subject to getting robbed and subject to getting fucking to have your kids like starve.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, you want to have the control so you don't have to ever worry about those negative consequences.
Right.
Partially, at least that. At least that. Self-preservation mechanism. And then you want to fucking exercise control and fucking be I forget, what's the like a sadist? Or what's the word for someone who gets like pleasure from someone else's pain?
Sadist.
Sadist? Yeah, like sadistic kind of fucking proclivities. It's like, yo, that's fucking evil. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
But then I think that...
But Jon Snow's like the opposite of that.
Right. So when I say I like Game of Thrones, I'm saying like the idea of Jon Snow is so nice to see personified and to watch someone that like pulls those ideals out of you and personifies them on screen. Whereas like other people, I think they're like, oh yeah, like being the kingdom that wins the war.
I want to ride dragons.
Yeah, that too. But I think Game of Thrones on some levels like politics.
Yeah.
Like on base level, it's like House Millet will rise to the Iron Throne, and we're gonna play the game. The game. At least
be the war into the north, bro. At least something. Give me something.
Right. And I'm just like, no, that's not what I'm talking about when I say I like that show. And then, but then the Xerxes side, what's it's not Xerxes, that's a different show.
The 300.
Yeah. But the Cersei, what's her name? Cersei? Yeah. The Cerseis of the world will take what you say and manipulate it to mean what they want it to mean so that they can cast you into a negative light. So that way they can exclaim their own virtue over yours to make you look like, oh, this person is like not aligned with something that we would want our leadership to be aligned with. It's like, what are you talking about? Like Game of Thrones. Like, first of all, like I don't even think the same thing's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Those people are fucking crazy. So I guess are those the kind of people who are going to be trying to run for this leadership type shit, or like who gravitate towards it, or maybe I don't know, because Jon Snow is like the fucking perfect example. He's the spoiler, but he's the fucking guy in that show. He's the one. He doesn't end up being the fucking ruler, but he's just the fucking one. He's the one. And I think Tyrion has a line of dialogue about it in regards to like. I think he's talking to Jon directly. And Jon's like, I don't want to be the fucking... It might be after he finds out that he's like actually literally the fucking one. Like the bloodline, truest claim to the throne, legitimate, like 100%.
It should be him.
It should be him. Like that's what should be happening here. It's like in the natural succession of like fucking kingdoms shit. So he's actually the fucking one. I think it might be after they find out that that's true. And then Tyrion and then Jon's like, I don't want it. Like I don't want it. I'd rather just not take it and like let her do her thing. I'll be like loyal to her and like her right hand man or whatever the fuck, but like she got it. I don't really want it. And then Tyrion's like, I think the people who don't want it are the people who need to get it, because like the fact that you don't want it is like that's the most important thing. That's what qualifies you the most. So you need to take it. It's like the same thing happened to him. That was an echo of what already happened like a season earlier. Whenever he was the Night's Watch, he didn't even like nominate himself. Sam's like, this is our fucking boy. He manned the wall. He killed the fucking then. He's him, dog. I want him. I'm going to vote for him. Y'all should vote for him too. And then he fucking wins. He didn't even like want to win. He didn't even want to run.
Right.
He's like, fuck that. But no, it's like, no, it's just like, it's a true thing. Leadership will fucking call you, bro. It's like Moses. Like, you're fucking him, bro. Sorry. Like, you're it. You're like the most meek person on the face of the earth. You're him. And he's like, nah. No, it's not me. Somebody else, like Aaron, get Aaron to do it. He's like, no, it's you. Aaron, come along too. Yeah. He's like, I bet.
Yeah.
But I think that might be aiming or like pointing. Those ideas are hinting towards something that's like the people who actually are applying for the power and want to be the person. What are your reasons, man? Where's it coming from? Because I think it should really come from a place of like, I don't want it, and like, but it needs to be done. It's bigger than me. We need to have a fucking solid leader. Like, it's just what needs to happen.
Yeah. I agree with you.
We need a hero. I need a hero.
Yeah, totally.
Shrek 2, bro. Fucking greatest sequel ever made.
They just don't follow up movies like they did with that
They
one.
can't.
It's hard to do. Hard to do.
That was a home run.
I'm with you. But yeah, that's the positive masculinity again. That's another trait.
Which is just God. I just realized God himself is just positive masculinity. He's a he. Like he is masculine. Like this is what the fuck's going on here.
It's beautiful.
Bigger than that even.
I don't know if I can argue
Bigger
that.
than that even.
Yeah, right.
He'd be beyond that. But at least that.
That's well put. That's well put. Yeah, dude. The positive doing what needs to be done. Positive masculinity.
Yes.
Dangerous slope.
Yeah.
Because what you deem needs to be done.
Who's the one who determines what needs to be done and what means are justifiable enough to get them done?
And we live in tyranny, bro. Look at fucking Russia, bro. Look at North Korea, bro. That should be happening.
I don't know shit about fuck. Social policies.
Yeah.
As far as like dictatorships, or what do you mean by that?
Like
just like the way leadership is running things?
Yeah, tyranny does happen. Motherfuckers
humans just do that shit, bro. Been doing it.
For real.
Probably since the beginning of time, bro. That's what Jesus came back here to fucking... He came here because of that shit, dog.
Yes. That was another
80% tax rate.
Insane, dude. The Old Testament God is crazy because the religion behind Old Testament God resulted in the culture that Jesus had to come shake down.
Conform or reconfigure.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. It's like Old Testament Bible is like valuable. I don't think you should just throw it out.
No, you can't.
But it's like you have to read it as this was Egypt times to Jesus, but then this also caused a religion that Jesus had to come like completely upend. It's like that's the perception of what's going on there. When that's the context of the Bible that you're reading. You can't just go to Leviticus and be like, gay people not going to heaven. Like, what are you talking about? Literally,
it's deep.
Are you really watching Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
It gets deeper.
Yeah, so that's one. I realized that about the Old Testament when I was watching The Chosen. It was like, okay, like you shouldn't throw the Old Testament out, but like the Old Testament was what needed to happen to get to Jesus. I'm gonna say it again, but it creates a religion that ultimately was a tyranny, and that Jesus had to. And the other thing about Jesus, if we're trying to be Christ-like, it's like that dude was crucified. Okay, you want to be a leader? Okay, are you trying to get crucified? Okay, or are you trying to be like the king? I have a golden crown. You have to carry me everywhere I go.
Yeah, I never got worried about my next meal, and I take shits in a golden toilet, boy.
Yeah, is that what you're aiming for, or like, if you what are we basing? What's our axiom here? What's the axiom for the leadership that you exist on? And then the other grand scheme of things is all these things play out in the fucking field of battle, or whatever you want to call it, the Matrix. All these stories play out over time.
Yeah,
and then your story might have a horrific ending. It's like likely to happen.
It's either comedy or tragedy, dog. Dude, one of the two.
Cersei had a horrific ending.
Tragedy.
Crushed in a basement.
Yeah.
Take that to mean literary whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want it to mean.
Crushed. The one redeeming thing is that she was in Jaime's arms, but that was more his redeeming thing.
Yeah.
that was the only good thing about his death because they both died in the bottom of that shit. But all of her kids gone, lost her power, just fucking done.
Yeah, I don't know if it meant as much to her as it meant to him. That's a weird fucking thing to be enjoying at your last moment anyways.
Fucking weirdos. But yeah, the story is the truth. How does it play out?
Yeah.
And it goes on forever. We've been doing this thing for so long. Thousands of years. Thousands of years we've been living. It's so funny, weird to think about.
It's funny how things mean. I was just thinking about like if I'm like, yeah, I like Drake. What that means is different than like what it means to you might be different than what it means to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're a pedophile? It's like, no.
You support pedophilia?
No. I just think Champagne Poetry is one of the best albums ever. I'm sorry, Certified Lover Boy.
There you go.
It's just a great hip hop album.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has different associations. Or we're all just agreeing on terms here. You know, we all are assuming that we're meaning the same thing when we say light or moon or sun.
Right.
It's like the big thing in the sky. That thing right there, sun. So they're like, I agree. I'll call that sun as well. So we can be on the same page.
Yeah.
So when I say sun, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have to go through and try to. We did that. That's a human peoples. We just did that.
Thank God we don't have to do it anymore.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, it's too deep. It's so fucking. It's the complexities and the truth behind how we got here is so crazy. We're all just stories.
Oh yeah, you drive on a road.
Stories, dog. Yeah.
It's like, how'd that road get built?
You got a phone. You got air conditioning. You got fucking plastic surgery. We got crazy shit going on here, dog.
Sure.
We got virtual reality, AI. What? It's so easy to just get lost or to just forget, or to just go forward only and like to not just like, wait a second. What the fuck? Have you ever just like looked at your hands? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Dude, I do it often now. It's been like a running thing. I'll just look at my fucking hands, bro. And I'll just lose myself in the thought of like, holy shit. Look at that depth. Look at that detail. That's fucking insane, dude. Like there's such precision and such like little intimate, just the smallest little things are going on here. Even the coloration is like, it's crazy. We can just lose that and just not think about any of that type of shit ever.
Yeah.
It's so easy to. So easy to.
Yeah.
But it's important, I think, to say, hold on. Wait a second. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What is here exactly? And what are we doing? What's
Yes.
worth doing, y'all? What's worth doing?
I think there's some people that will be like, look at my hand. First of all, it's a great comedy bit. You ever looked at your hands?
Anyone just look at their hands sometimes?
It's a good starter. But like some people will be like, it's so detailed and so intimately made. Like, God's amazing, isn't he? Isn't he? Don't you just love God? God's great, right? We're such
Creation.
great people. We just love God. We're awesome. Okay, see you later. I'm like, I don't think that's Christianity.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, you just said like God's awesome. And then like, but you kind of just like virtue signaled gratefulness. And then wanted that to mean something and impact me. Like, oh, this person's really like a God-loving person. It's like,
He's devout.
what are you doing with that shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with that? Like, who does that make you be? Who are you being? These are the questions I have for people.
Yes.
I definitely feel like that's one thing that I feel like Jesus probably get upset about that too. It's like you can't just virtue signal to God as like I'm this person that what am I trying to say? It's like to be a Christian is a heavy thing to say. It means you aim to be crucified for doing the right thing. It's like, I don't know if everybody's really doing that. And I think a lot of people will virtue signal. And I don't even know, like some people praying at a table before they eat, right? It's like, are you just doing it to do it? Are you doing it because you think like, this is what we do as a family, we pray? But it's like, are you really trying to be Christians? Because I think I know Christians that don't always pray whenever they eat that still like are devout Christians, It just gets deep in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It gets super deep.
Or it's like maybe it's like the monkey see, monkey do, or because there's a couple layers here. It's like there's the doing it to be seen, which is like just wrong, I think, or is like pretty off the mark. Literally just doing things for the perception of being seen doing them. It's like, doing that type of shit with charity or prayer or trying to virtue signal and trying to be seen doing something or be seen saying something or wearing something, whatever, to have an image or an idea associated with you that bolsters you up in the social realm.
Yeah.
That's definitely going on for sure.
Yep.
But I think also there's another nuance that's like there's just like maybe a childlike or a childish or a not fully resolute picture that's developed or like that embodies the behavior that we're doing here. Like in the same example of someone praying or like a family praying before a meal. It's like when Jazz prays with us, like she doesn't really know what's going on exactly, but she knows like this is what we do. And like I'm gonna go along with the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck, I'm not gonna be the only one not praying. Like what the fuck?
Sure.
But this was like maybe you could feel it's the right thing to do, and hopefully you're around people who are doing the right thing, and that you're able to just like piggyback on that and just like kind of figure it out over time in your own right. But there is maybe just like maybe people don't even know what they're doing. We don't know what we're doing sometimes, even though we're doing it for sure. Like there's like I guess that it's like a childlike aspect to that,
Sure.
or just uninformed. Maybe we don't know exactly what we're doing consciously sometimes.
Sure. I'm with that. I think more prayers are better than less prayers. Praying
Facts.
is better than not praying.
Facts.
Even if you're virtue signaling. I don't want to like shit on that. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And the other people around you too. Like if they can have a moment to be with God, or if there's another family on the fence of going to church and they see that family praying and they're like, I want to be more like that. Even if you were just virtue signaling, maybe you're going to help other people. So it's more prayers are better than less prayers, always. But it's it can be it garners friction in me sometimes when I feel like it's not like it if well here's the other thing is I wanted to say when the leader of that family or that prayer group or whatever isn't like striving to activate the ideals of being a Christian, but sometimes they don't even know, they're just still in the children-like state that Jazz was in. But it's like, how do we even get people to be like activated for that shit? I don't know. You do a podcast about it. You talk about it a lot. It's like all I got.
That's all I got too.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. So
that's what 38's about. I was thinking about that in regards to think about 38. It's like what comes to mind? It's like God stuff and going hard, music,
positive vibes, inspiration, but not like weird inspiration, but like I believe in you inspiration, like uplifting tones.
Yeah. And I think that's just like ultimately, it also comes down. It's part of what I'm even doing whenever I deviated away from the college path or like the corporate job path to pursue music. Part of that underlying like desire for the pursuit of the music and the expression of that art form was coming from a place of I want to like evangelize people, and I didn't even know about that like back then exactly, or like have that formulated, but more or less, I'm just trying to like influence people to have a relationship with life. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do here. And relationship with God, like just open yourself up to that. Just be open to it. Because like, I know what the fuck's going on in my life. And like, I don't know what's going on. And I know that I don't know what's going on in any of your lives. Anybody. You ever go to a fucking, like every time we go to church, I'm tripping. Go to a mall, I'm tripping. It's like, look at all these fucking lives right here, bro. There's so many people. Yeah. And they all have stories and they all have like common things going on here. They all got to eat and they all got to drink and they're all going to die. And they all have like love and pain going on in their life right now and desire and hurt and sacrifice. And it's beautiful and it's crazy, but it's overwhelming. A lot of shit going on here. And we all got to deal with that. I forgot where I was going with all of that.
One time I was tripping mushrooms. I was like, sat in my car, not in like I'm going to drive kind of way, just like let me be in a familiar place kind of way.
Love it.
And I'm just like in my apartment complex and like the wall on the outside of the apartment, like I'm looking at the apartment building and then the wall
like
kind of
like
disintegrated. I think it was like wood maybe, but like.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Like you look at the apartment building and it goes up and it goes across. And then like that wall kind of disintegrated. I just saw like everybody living in their little holes.
In their squares and their rectangles?
Yeah. And I was just like, yo, those are all lives.
Yeah, like, universes.
This one building encapsulates all of these lives. Well, I'll just go to our little square at the end of the day. And then inside that square, we have like our life is like home based out of there.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
It's wild.
It's like, oh my God. Like, a lot to take in.
It's a lot. So I encourage you all to pursue a relationship with the thing that generates all of our lives here. That's all I'm saying. We call it whatever you want. I pursued it. I found my way. I know what's going on here. I talk to it. Life, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. There's something going on here. I'm pretty sure it's Jesus as far as just like the thing that I found going on here. The life that I've been communicating with, I think that thing has been pointing me towards, life thing itself, generative, creative force, came here to fucking show you how it's done. And then I'm a dippity doo-dah day. That's how it's done. It's like, oh, that's, okay. I'm with it. But at least pursue the relationship with life. Open yourself up to some winks. Look for the fucking reality. Meditate. Just close your eyes sometimes and just fucking take a breath. Just take a fucking breath. Don't listen to everything you see on TV and the news.
Oh, fuck, dude. If you're still watching the news,
don't.
Stop.
Do yourself
dude.
a favor. And just watch it just to know what they're talking about and then do your own research. But just like ultimately, just cut that shit off. There's a creator here. There's something going on behind all of these scenes. All this. We're all just humans going through the same thing. It's crazy. So let's be open to try to connect to the thing that generates all of this, all of our understanding. It's like you can understand things. How does that happen?
I don't know, bro. Your perception is crazy. Your IQ is crazy. Your awareness is crazy. It's like a driving.
It's like taking tests in school. I'm not doing very well. I'm going to study. I'm going to get tutoring. I'm going to dive deeper into the information. I'm going to incorporate it more. I'm going to fucking buckle down. I'm going to study. And then you take the test and you do well. It's like, what the fuck is that? Who You can just understand things. What the fuck does that even mean? You have like retention and recall. You can just like, oh, that's what that is. Okay, I could like go back into my mind and look at the things and bring them back to now, and like that's like memory or retention, recall, the ability to like remember dates on and like formulas for math tests and so history tests. It's like, who gave you that ability? What the fuck? I don't know. I'll lose myself if I zoom out too far. I'll lose myself, y'all.
Yeah, that's worth losing yourself over. You gotta reground yourself
I'm
eventually.
over here looking at my fucking hands, thinking about thinking.
It's also nuanced.
This is too deep for me. This is too deep. I'm tripping, dog.
Are you on mushrooms right now? I'm kidding. Just kidding.
I think that was when Joe talks about, Joe mentions this in his podcast. He's like, it's going to get to I've heard him mention it at least 3 or 4 times over the last like month or two. He's like, we're going to get to the point to where virtual reality is indistinguishable from real life. And we'll just be in the game all the time. Like Ready Player One. But Ready Player One is a movie where that happens. The technology advances. They can go to virtual reality, play this crazy online video game. Everyone plays it all the time. That's all they do. But it's like a fantasy land. And you can like have like a 6-foot character who's like 500 pounds and like a fucking golem. Or you could be like a fucking 4-foot fairy. Or you could do a whole bunch of, it's like fantasy world. But Joe is saying that in the future we'll have virtual reality, same stories, video game-esque type of thing that you go into, and then it would be this. And it'll be like just like this. And you'll be like, holy shit, this is good. Look at these. Sometimes I think I'm there. Sometimes I think I'm doing that.
My sister just asked me yesterday. He's like, do you ever try to, it's kind of weird. Do you ever try to like wake up?
Yeah.
When you're awake.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I do. Sometimes I do.
Sometimes I think it's right around the corner.
I was like, Justin describes it as sometimes the veil gets real thin. You know, it's like you can almost just fucking rip through it, you know?
The Jim Carrey movie, fucking, I forget what that movie's called. Something about the Eternal Mind or some Eternal Sunshine, some type of shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, sometimes I think that like a nurse runs over to my body and like tranquilizes me because I'm real close. Like they see my heartbeat. Oh fuck! Get him! Yeah.
Yeah. Plunk back into this bitch. It's like, wow, man. But in regards to the Joe thing, I think I'm there sometimes. But I was thinking about, I played that out a little bit further. It's like, what if Joe's right? What if we do get to that advanced? And we probably will in the next 20 years in our lifetime. We're going to see some crazy VR shit. It's already pretty wild now. Those videos of people wearing the VR shit and then falling into things or fucking running into the wall, hilarious. I love it. But we're gonna, in 20 years, that problem's going to be solved.
Yeah.
Like we're going to be at a different level of AI VR. So we're going to be doing some crazy virtual reality shit. So I played that out in my mind's eye. What happens in this video game 20 years down the road? Like we get to the point where it is indistinguishable. And it's like, how would you control the video game at that point? If it's like you're in it, but you don't even know you're in it anymore. It's like, where's the controller? What's the control? Like, where's it coming from? What's generating the game, or what's producing the map, or making like
chemicals in your
quests,
brain?
right? Your brain,
Yeah.
Your mind. I was like, maybe that sounds like what's going on right now, a little bit.
Oh,
already,
literally, what's going on?
Right?
Yeah.
So like, maybe we could be already there already. But either way, I think the controller is in your fucking head. You know?
Yeah. It has to be.
It has to be. Remember having that same type of shit on the Shroomers. Like, oh, we're living in the result of something, and that result is coming from here, and here is like the fucking.
That's what I'm trying to say is people are trying to escape this. It's so weird because it's like I was telling you, like I go play basketball, and it's like I'm just playing 2K.
Yeah.
But I play it in real life. I don't play it on a video game.
Yeah.
It's like more enjoyable. I'd have less fun playing 2K than I would playing basketball. Maybe other people not so much because they can't like.
I think a lot of people actually might be sentimental with that sentiment.
Right. Okay. But like we're constantly trying to do shit that's not this life. And I don't know if it's like our stats are so bad or like the grinding process is so annoying. We're like, I don't want to play that game. I'd rather play Call of Duty. I'm like, this game's fucking crazy, dude. This game is like, I don't think you're watching Game of Thrones right. Or it's like, you're reading the Bible, it's like you're stuck in Leviticus thinking gay people are bad. It's like, that's not what the Bible is. Like, it's not even contextually what's going on here. So like, that's what I'm trying to say about life too, is like, if you don't like life, I don't think you understand contextually what's going on here. Like, maybe right now, Like, it's user error. It's like you think you're playing Pokemon, but you're just like running around in the fucking Pokemon Center. Like, I talked to all the people. I've healed all my Pokemon like 1,000 times. There's nothing to do in this game. I'm like, there's like fucking gyms you go to, bro. Like,
yeah, there's a designated. It's GTA. You know what I'm saying? There's a designated quest that progresses the game forward.
Right, or you could,
or you cannot
drive your car around,
beat up hookers,
like,
rob banks.
I beat up every hooker I can find. It's like, that's not what we're doing here.
That's the thing. I think that we're hitting on something there with a truth that I just already have fucking instantiated in my being. And like, we have a quest we're here for. That's another thing. That's a big differentiating faith-based kind of question, presupposition. I believe we're here to do something. We, as in like everyone, specifically, individually, you're here to do something. That's like the main quest in GTA, but it's like hard to find. It's not just given to you straight up. Sometimes it is, but most of the time you gotta fucking try to work for it. Or like, there's other shit in GTA I guess you gotta do to maintain your GTA character, otherwise you'll die and you'll lose your account and you'll not play the game anymore.
Sure.
But you gotta fucking maintain your GTA shit. But there is a main storyline that's happening for you in your game. And like you cross paths with other people on their storylines or not on their storyline. But ultimately, there's something you're supposed to be doing here.
You know what Walmart wants you to do?
Walmart?
None of that.
Who?
They just Walmart.
Yeah.
They just want you buying Walmart shit. And then you go back to work and you work and then you go buy Walmart shit. And then you go back to work and then you buy Walmart shit. And like, I think people get caught up in that. Like that's not Jesus.
No, that's not life.
No.
That's not life.
No. Walmart wants you to do that for sure.
Yeah, or like all this Meta wants you to go to work and even at any free time you have within work, even on your computer screen, your home screen, have fucking Facebook and Instagram up and running. And then whenever you have any free time, when you're on the shitter, when you're at home, when you're at dinner, when you're in line, you're on your phone looking at fucking, we have your attention.
Yep.
And then we're going to get paid because we have your attention by everyone who's trying to get your attention too.
Yep.
So like
they would love you to do that.
That's all they want you to do.
That's it.
By definition.
That's what got to piss you off.
Fuck y'all.
And make you want to do your own fucking thing.
Except for YouTube. Come on. Watch MJ38 show.
Subscribe, motherfucker. Subscribe. That's what I think about.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
Like, do you think fucking Zuckerberg do you think he just like.
How much time has he spent on Facebook?
I don't know.
Probably none. Probably fucking none.
He spends
dude.
all his time at Facebook. I don't know if he spends how much on Facebooking.
Yeah, right.
Like, charting memories and shit.
Taking pictures and tagging.
Doing
friends.
astrological polls.
Nah, dog.
No. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, the guy that invented the thing that's doing, like, the person that invented Walmart, they don't fucking just work
Shop at Walmart.
a 9 to 5 and shop
All
at
the
Walmart.
time.
9 to 5 shop at Walmart. It's like they had to go do their quest to create something. And then I think somewhere along the line they got away from, well, I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe they didn't intend for this thing at first. But like the woman who's like the Walmart heiress, and I heard this on Joe Rogan. I'm gonna get fucking, I was gonna say crucify me for it, but that's a different thing. But like there was the big rally in Los Angeles, the No Kings rally. It's a big thing going on culturally.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it happened this past weekend. It's supposed to be like a protest about
For the ice
ice stuff.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Big collective rally protest that could have gone violent. I don't think that it did. I don't know. I didn't do too much research. But it was
I
organized.
think one person died. I'm pretty sure Gabby told me about that.
Oh, great. Here we are.
Here we are. Oh my God, dude. Fucking people, dude. Continue.
Organized and paid for by the heiress to the Walmart fortune. Why would that happen, you say?
The protest
Yeah.
was organized and paid for by the person who is going to inherit Walmart?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Because Walmart's got to pay a lot of tariffs on a lot of their goods. And they're trying to create some fuck Donald Trump energy, fuck the government energy.
That's simple.
Try to get these tariffs maybe pulled down a little bit. I mean, that's like the running theory.
Yes.
Do we really know why? Maybe she's just a big...
But we know that she ran it for sure?
Yeah, I can...
What the fuck? That's weird.
And I'm going straight off of Joe Rogan, but he can't say it on
Come on.
at this point.
Everyone's going to fact check him, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, dog. That's a source as good as gold. But that's fucking weird, dude. Come on now.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's strange.
And then like you might go to that rally thinking like, I want to do the right thing. I don't think we should deport people. It's like, that's not, you're so far removed from what's going on here.
I'm compassionate. Oh, it gets deep out here, man. And people don't have the time. I don't have the time. I'm just blessed. Thank God. I can fucking think deeply about things. I don't know if everyone has access to that.
Yeah, even if you want to just chat GPT, it says No King's rallies were funded and organized by a coalition of progressive people. A coalition of over 200 allied organizations, including the American Federation of Teachers, ACLU, Move On, Public Citizen, blah, 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 blah. In addition, prominent progressive voices helped amplify the movement. Christy Walton, Walmart heiress, purchased a full-page ad in the New York Times to promote No King's Day, a move she funded independently, separate from Walmart herself. There is no credible evidence showing that these rallies were backed by paid protesters or a central political donor.
What is the likelihood, percentage chance that, in addition to these things being funded, 100% being funded, like public informationally funded, what is the percentage chance that they also had some sort of, someone like how there's like a warm-up act or like a fucking MC to get the crowd riled up.
Oh, yeah.
Get the crowd ready for some action.
Yeah, dude.
What's the percent chance? It's not 0.
Oh, dude, it's high as fuck. They've done it a bunch of times, bro.
Oh, God, that's gross.
The fucking pallet of bricks lying around at some of the protests. It's like, why is there a fucking pallet of bricks there? Bricks are expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, dude.
So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on everywhere, all around you. Like, you can't trust the news.
There's a war going on.
For real. That's why I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, so be careful, y'all. Open yourself up to a relationship with the good side of life, the creation itself. It is good. It is good. It is. But within this, we have free will, and that's the price we pay for free will. Bad things, bad at all, bad. That's us. That's the exchange here. That's the game here. Bad things are gonna happen because we can do things. Because we're not robots. Because we're not just fucking. We are individuals. We are separated, like divided. Like, it feels that way. That's definitely what's going on here, at least in perceivable reality. At the quantum level, things get a little fucking weird. But as far as we're concerned, we're here and we're separate and we're divided. But ultimately, I think it's because we have this fucking that's like the nature of the game, man. That's just what it is.
Yeah, understanding the nature of that's what I'm trying to point to with that story is like understanding that nature of the game is fucking like you gotta free your mind. Open your mind. It's like hard to separate from what's going on in the news and separate from what's going on at your local watering hole and like get yourself in a position where you can actually be a free thinker. And then from that place
to be more open and fully and filled with the Holy Spirit of truth.
From that place, get filled with the Holy Spirit of truth.
Yeah.
Those are like a difficult thing going on here.
Yeah.
But like 2 quick anecdotal stories that I think are important. One, Matthew, the tax collector, right?
Got it.
He was a tax collector, which was like...
disciple of Jesus.
Right. But before he was a disciple of Jesus, he was just a tax collector.
Yeah, he was just fucking taking your money.
And he was super ostracized for that because the Jewish people were like a more fraternity-like culture, I think, than we like quite understand off rip.
Because yeah, we're all suffering together. We're all getting fucked by the Romans together.
Exactly.
At least we're getting fucked together. Like,
and we all left Egypt together.
Yes.
To come to this place, and then now it was like us, and then now the Romans are like fucking us.
Yes.
So it's a big us ting going on there.
Big time.
So that Matthew, who was part of the us ting, like joined with the Romans to engage in the fucking of the Jewish people.
Take the money from them.
Right. And they're like, bro, like, and not only that, but the culture of the time was big in ostracization. If you're like unclean, you couldn't go to the synagogue.
Yeah.
If you were like had been divorced, you couldn't, like you didn't blend well.
Yeah,
they weren't super forgiving.
Social consequences were very high.
That's what I'm trying to say. So like, but he just wanted a good life, more or less, and he was really good at doing a difficult job, and it was hard to find someone who would employ that difficult job, except for the Roman government. Then they would pay well for this difficult thing he was good at. And he's like, well, what am I supposed to do here? You know what I'm saying?
I want security. I want a consistent job. I want to be okay.
Yeah. It's like, do you want me to do something I'm bad at that pays less or do something I'm good at that pays more? It's like, whatever. It's hard to get into a mind of someone who lived 2,000 years ago. But then, like, spent his whole life being okay with being ostracized, being okay with being a tax collector, taking these people's money, doing his math, enjoying his life more or less, because he would have stopped, right? If he didn't just like strike that balance, he'd been like, I don't want to do this anymore. But no, he was doing that shit.
Good. Yeah.
And then Jesus was like, follow me. And then he did. And he stopped being a tax collector And his big house, he gave it up for like basically the ministry, let the women live there for a while. He didn't live there anymore. I think he was interested in moving him back in with his parents even potentially, but ultimately not even that. He was just like camping in a tent with Jesus as they roamed around like nomads with not a lot of money and not always with a lot of food. Okay? Like that is what I'm talking about though. That there is more security in being a nomad with Jesus than there is in being a rich person who does a tyrannical job. That okay, when we talk about like dissecting yourself away from the matrix and kind of red pilling yourself and then trying to fill yourself with like the Holy Spirit, like what that would allude to or what that would look like, in my mind, that's it right there. Like you would think that having this nice government job where you get paid a lot, you got the insurance, you can get the fucking home loan at a good APR, you fucking never have to worry about a thing, or you could be a nomad with a person who is wanted by the government and you're almost doomed to persecution. But there's more security in that, like genuinely more security in that. That's a crazy thing to believe, like actually believe, not just like say, oh yeah, I think that, yeah, I get that story. I understand that. It's like, no, you believe it so much that you would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like believing that you should use your turn signals.
Maybe it's not even like security, or it's just like it's the better story. It's just the better story.
How do you define security?
Yeah.
Like, because what I'm saying is like the better story would result in a better outcome. Like, it's not just better as in it's more rich, but I guess like Jesus, yeah, he doesn't have a great outcome, but he does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I think that the provision that God could provide from you in that place is better than the provision you could provide for yourself in this place, like 1,000-fold, you know?
Irrefutably.
And so that's one thing that I was trying to communicate that to my sister, where it's just like, I like The Chosen because it showed me that. It showed me a lot of things, but that's one of the things it showed me. It's like, in this life, I would be super happy to stop working a job and just go with Jesus. It's like, how are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to feed your daughter? How are you going to do any of that? It's like, I'm with Jesus, bro. Like, I'm going to be okay. Like, I promise. Nothing, bro. Even if we're a little hungry, like, that's okay, you know? So that's like something that's been poignant on my mind. It's like to literally drop everything and follow Jesus seems like a crazy person would do that. It's like, actually, it's crazy to do the other thing. And then on top of that, separate story. That's Matthew for you. That's what I learned from Matthew.
Tax collector.
Playing basketball, 2K, real life.
Matthew, you.
Me, Matthew. Matthew, the basketball player.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm playing really well. Like, there's been like probably 4 points in my life where I was like really good at basketball. And this is one of those points. I'm there.
Nice.
And so much so that the last time I went, I was like the first person picked. And I was like, that's pretty aggressive, yo.
That's respect.
That's respect. I'm like, I guess I kind of play like Steph Curry, where I run a lot on offense, I run the floor, and I shoot a high percentage of threes. I can make like 2 or 3 a game. If I make 3, that's half the points you need to win from one player, and you got 4 other players. Statistically, you should be able to pull the rest off.
Get a dub.
Yeah, totally. And that's cool. Like, if I'm going in, I'm picking a big man. But it's because I'm Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? So I've got that covered. I don't need a shooter. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I played 4 total games, and in the first 2 games, I played really bad. I missed like all my threes. The first 2 games I haven't, and I shot like 4 in both games, and I missed all of them. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I usually can hit like 3 for 4. That's not good. And then on top of that, like, I turned the ball over a few times. I'm just like not playing well. I'm just getting beat. He's just getting beat. You see, remember the time?
Simple.
He's just getting beat. The little girl's like yelling up at the guy. He's just getting beat. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, today I was the number 1 draft pick, and I'm playing like dog shit.
Oh.
And I go into the 3rd game.
Hate to see it.
I'm just going to be like, it sounds crazy, but I'm like, Jesus, please help me. I'm not playing well. I can't do this on my own. I can't do any of this on my own. Like, please help me to play to my ability. Please help me, like, come up to, like, the person. I'm starting to wonder, like, am I not playing as good as I think I'm playing as good as I am? Like, am I tripping? Or did I, like, peak and now I'm valleying? Like, I don't even know. It's like, please just, like, work through me. Like, give me the strength. I can do all things through you. Like, you are the way. You are the truth. You are the light. This is a petty, stupid game. But please help me to play to the best of my ability through you. And then I go fucking crazy in the 3rd game. I make 4 3-pointers and 2 layups. That's 10 points. I get 10 of our 12 points.
Boom.
And the threes are ridiculous. Like, the first one's just like a good shot. The second one, like, I go in, come back, come off a screen, catch the ball, a little bit of contested. The third one's like, I run down the left side of the court and the ball kind of comes off a weird pass and I have to catch it while I'm running. And then, like, I gathered and then I just felt it too fast to stop, and I just pulled up with it, and the guy closes out in my face, bury the 3. And there's a dad in the corner watching the game who's just like a quiet dad. There's like a 12-year-old playing with us. And the dad's just in there in the corner. And I hit it in his corner. And he's just like, like it's fucking jacked up for it, dude.
Is he the kids on your team?
No, he had next.
Oh, okay. He's just watching.
Just waiting for his kid to play. And like it was so and then in that moment I like turn to him and I want to be like screaming and I just go like, praise God, and then run back down court. And it's like a dumb, stupid story, but like legitimately, I called on the name of Jesus and I went insane. I played so up to my ability that it's just like so noticeable.
Yeah.
If you could truly believe that I can do all things through Christ, your ability to perform better through Christ is so noticeable. Like call on the name of Jesus. There's power in the name of Jesus. There really is. Mm-hmm. And I don't think God gets mad at me for asking for his help in a basketball game. I think he's probably like, Matthew doesn't even want to play basketball without me. You know what I'm saying? That's how much he knows he needs me, is that in the middle of his basketball game, he's like, Jesus, please be with me. I can't do this on my own.
Yeah.
Can't do none of this shit on my own. But like, Matthew, the person that's trying to evangelize in this moment, is like, whatever the fuck you're doing, whatever it is, if you're having a bad day, not doing well at your job, not playing good at video games, something as petty as it could be, you know, it's like, try to channel Jesus into what you're doing. Try to ask Jesus for help. Like, and then you also have to believe it, almost as if it's the placebo effect. If you believe it to be true, it'll be true for you. It's like, I truly believe Jesus can help me be better. And when I call on his name, he comes into my life and works with me and through me. And it's not even me anymore. And then when I do well, I praise God, because I didn't do that shit. I'm not like, I'm nasty, fuck with me. Like, no, I'm legitimately like, praise God. That's not me. And then I have an incredibly rich experience. I get to be the hero, which is so much better than playing like
any
dog
other
shit.
storyline.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, that's what I want to share with the class at the end of the podcast.
Fuck yes, bro. Yeah, one caveat I think that ties well to just piggyback on that. It goes into the episode I was watching last night of The Chosen, but it's like you have to ask for it, you have to believe it can happen, and you have to do it, or you have to like do it consistently. But then there's also like another underneath that is like another foundation of faith that you need to have. That when you because if you ask for it and you get it, it's nice. But if you ask for it in the same way and you don't get it, it's like you need to. I think it's just like a Job level of faith and acceptance of like no matter what. As long as I am doing my best and trying to channel Jesus, God, the purest energy, authentic vibration I possibly can, if I'm legitimately trying to do that, whatever the outcome is the perfect outcome, no matter what. Like, it's all good.
True.
Like, I got it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
So true. In the last month I played basketball, every time I'm like, Jesus, please help me shoot better. I'm not playing up to my ability. I'm literally like, give me strength I don't have. Please, God, give me strength I don't have. Give me accuracy I don't have right now. I make the fucking next 3 I shoot. Bang. And every time I'm amazed. And I don't know if he's just doing that for me. Like I wouldn't get upset if it didn't happen. But it's just like, that's not happening.
It can happen.
It can happen.
It can happen. So it's worth trying, at least. What do you got to lose?
Oh, my goodness.
What do you got to lose?
Facts.
Come on now. That's what we're here for. Go tell somebody you love them. We love you. Have a great life. Go fucking knock some dogs down. Boom, cross out ground.
Pick someone up. Go give it to someone else. If you got it, if you're good, go give it to someone else.
Hell yeah.
It's not enough to win. You got to win with your brothers.
Come on. 85 out. We'll see y'all next week. Summertime vibes. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Drink some fucking water, huh? Do yourself a favor. Drink some water. You're worth it. Take care of yourself.
Call your mother. Drink some water.
Love you guys. See you on the flip.
Bye.
Rolling through the city to the light show. Really ain't no telling where